Hello. Hello, hopefully you can hear me. Well done, Leo, for keeping your watch streak. Hello, Colleen. Hello, Scouting, Tinker, Leo, and anyone who's lurking. I'm just going to get myself a drink. We'll just have some ASMR tap. Oh, we got a 50 streak, Leo. Oh yes, there it is. It's further up. I was looking for it just directly above that because I know on one other stream I saw today someone didn't have it. So I'll take it by yep, you can actually hear me. Hopefully YouTube can hear me as well. Evening Cad Vision. Hello, Eric and Aria. If you could just, I know Leo can hear me because she's answering my questions. If YouTube could just let me know you can hear me as well, that'd be appreciated. Just have a slurp or something. I wouldn't hold it over you. Do I criticise them, Leo? Yeah, good evening everyone. It is currently 7 minutes past 7 here in the garden. This is as unexpected a stream to you as it is to me. Literally, I finished making, even though I said I wasn't going to do any video editing this week, this afternoon I made Tuesday's video and I finished that. Relatively easy video to make, that one for Tuesday. So I thought, what am I going to do this evening? Had a look around to see if there were any of my favourites on. There's one or two, but I thought, well, I'm just going to have an evening of I'll sit in the conservatory with the door open, bit of fresh air. And just have a bit of peace and quiet. So I thought, if I'm going to sit here, I might as well put the camera on and see if anyone else wants to sit in the garden. It is a nice evening. Yeah. What you're looking at the moment is the if you remember, if you saw the live streams, this is the long green trough that we made on live. Yeah, I'll start all that again. It's the long green trough that we did live on a Sunday stream. So it's got you know, it's got everything in there. It's got the Lobelia, it's got Safina, it's got a load of summer bulbs in it. It's got all sorts in there. What I will do though, I won't make you sit and look at that for how till we start to lose the light. I will move you around a bit. In the first place, I'll move you to one of the hanging baskets that we made on stream as well. You don't often see those. Hello, Christian. Yeah, it's an unexpected pleasure for you and me. I literally only decided to do this about, well, the stream's been up 15 minutes, so about 20 minutes ago. So, and it's purely to distract me from eating cake. If anyone else of your usual Friday evening viewing comes on, don't feel guilty about disappearing off to watch them. But it's a pleasure to have you here while you're here. If you have any questions, shout out. I will try to answer it. Hopefully you can hear me over the background music. I've had to put some background music on because it's Friday night and you've got the idiots out in their cars playing loud music. I don't particularly want to get a copyright strike on YouTube, so there is a bit of background music. Hello, Healy. Good to see you. Before anything too exciting happens, not that I think it will, we'll be back live Sunday morning at our usual time, about 11ish. Hello, Zara. Welcome to the garden. First time chatter, but long time chatty, you know, in Dollar Stream. Yeah, if Dollar makes an appearance, feel free to go and help him out. I won't make you feel guilty about it. Yeah, I just want a little bit of music at the background, so if there's some music being blared around, it just takes the edge off it. Oh, is he off today? Oh yeah, he said he might be, didn't he? Yeah, he did say that yesterday. Oh, okay. Oh, you have to do with me. Slightly different stream, I think. Yeah, this is for anyone new. I think we've got a few people new. This is the garden. I'll put up a little bit of info for. Yeah. Well, thank you very much, Addy. Thank you for becoming a member over on YouTube. You don't get much for your membership, Addy. But thank you very much. You get some emotes. I think that's about the extent of it, and a few bits and pieces. You get the occasional members only post, but thank you very much. It's taken me by surprise, really. That. Yeah. So anyone who's new, I'll explain who we are. Anyone who's been here a long time, apologies, you've probably heard this about 2,050 times, and you can probably recount it. But basically, we're Bear. I'm Bear. Well, that's what my nickname is. And this is a Yorkshire garden. Nearest place that anyone's heard of, probably outside the UK, is York in Northern England. It's it's a pretty typical suburban garden, really. But it's jam-packed full of flowers and plants, and everything to do with the channel is based in around and what you can see from the garden. Melissa, good to see you. What you're looking at the moment is one of the wall troughs that we've made on stream earlier this year, which we did from scratch on stream. For anyone to say who's new, we're predominantly a YouTube channel, but we live stream on YouTube and Twitch. So if you see me talking, if you hear me talking to people you can't see in the chat, that's who I'm talking to, because I've got the YouTube chat open and the Twitch chat as well. So oh, that's very generous of you, Healy. That's very generous. He's just gifted a tier 1 sub to Leo. That's very kind of you. It's a coincidence, because Healy got a gift sub from me this morning on Dema Shaw's stream. Yeah, Leo's one of my mods here, but she's also a streamer in her own right. She's does lamp work, glass making. She makes lovely sort of glass jewellery and so on, and she's got a really fun stream. I'll do a shout out for it on here, and then I won't feel guilty. So anyone over on Twitch, if you don't follow Leah for, you should do. Streams a couple of times a week. They're really fun streams. Even if you're not into the crafty side of stuff, you'll enjoy the stream. Well worth it. If you do watch, go over and watch Leah for her. I do apologise for her mods over there. They can cause a little bit of trouble. I'm not naming who they might be, but it might be me and someone else. It's a really fun stream, making the jewellery out of glass. Yes, Addy's found a few new. Oh, did you get a gift membership somewhere, Melissa? Was that on Leo's stream? Was it? I can't remember. I've done a few this week on my mod streams this week. Yeah, it's a nice stream that you can have on the afternoon. It's good fun. June the 24th. Oh, it's a few weeks ago then. Yeah. Yeah, the Christian's asking me about the short that came out this morning, which was all crumbs. That's something else I haven't done yet tonight. Must remember to where we had Sedum album, which is White Stone Crop. Looks like London Pride. I'm not exactly sure what London Pride is. Hang on. I'm just going to use my gardening knowledge, i.e. I'm going to look it up. When I think of London Pride, I'm thinking of the beer. Oh, London Pride, yeah, Saxifraga. Sedum to Saxifraga. is it related? I doubt it. They are both drought tolerant, and they're both sort of alpine type plants. Oh, we've even got a hype train going on Twitch. Yeah, so I don't think they would be related. Saxifragas, I've got that in this garden. We've got loads of different varieties of that. Sedums are more succulents, so that's what I would expect. And Saxifraga isn't a succulent, so I don't think they would be related. Addy's saying there must be tons of gardening streams on Twitch and YouTube. There certainly are on Twitch, so it certainly are on YouTube. There's thousands of gardening channels. Not all of them live stream, but there's a lot that do. On Twitch, very, very few on Twitch. I don't think Twitch is a gardening hub of expertise, really. Shara's asking, do you get hummingbirds? No, don't get hummingbirds in the UK. Not that I'm aware of, anyway. In fact, I don't think we've got any birds that would be like hummingbird that would be going into flowers to get the nectar or the pollen out. So no, I don't know. It's a good question whether there are hummingbirds in southern England. I don't think there are, to my knowledge, but never say never. I mean, is there a Loch Ness monster? I don't know. There might be. So, but no, certainly not in this garden. To be honest, any hummingbird that came in this garden is risking its life. I mean, it's being chased off by a cat. Let's have a look. Let's do something on Twitch, which I haven't done for a while. There, I've made some subs to myself. It's got 35% off for the next 12 hours. Plus most of it comes back if you take out the bit that Twitch hangs on to. So it's not a great hardship. In fact, actually, I think we might be able to do something. So let's just see whether there's anything to be done. Okay. And because I'm feeling generous, YouTube can have some subs as well, some memberships. Yeah. So there you go. There's some memberships, and yeah, Christian's looked up hummingbirds, only native in the Americas, though he's never seen one because he's over there. It's actually, I suppose, probably southern England. They might actually survive in southern England. I don't know how well hummingbirds get on during the winter. So. Well, that's there. Right, I'm just going to move you for a sec. Hello. I'll just move you across to one of the hanging baskets for a sec. So I'm just going to put you into just going to put you into, I'm trying to think what I'm doing now. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Just going to put you into the be right back screen while I just move the camera. Back in a second. Hopefully you're coming back. Yeah, that's not even in focus, is it? Just playing with the camera. No, don't want that one. That's the one we want. Okay. Sorry about the delay. I managed to disconnect the camera and all that process. Let's see if we can have a look at the comments. Christian saying they saw 2 hummingbirds yesterday, but they're only there in the heat of the summer, and then they migrate to the tropics when it gets cool. Thanks for anyone who took part in the hype train, which is me and Healy. Thanks very much. Just go back through the comments. Welcome in, Michael. Enjoy your gift sub, which gives you the ad-free viewing and a few motes for the month. Loans appeared over on Twitch as well. Saw a comment about hummingbird hawk moths. Ooh. Now, I've seen hawk moths. I knew the hawk moths, but yeah, well, if you're drawing anything, yeah, if it gives you inspiration, that's good, Jara. Also, if you look at our Instagram page, there's loads of stills from the garden there as well, if you wanted a still to work from. Hello, Carver. Yeah, you were one of the lucky or unlucky, depending on your viewpoint, who got a gift sub. There. Welcome to the garden. Anyone who doesn't know Carver over on Twitch does some lovely calming walks. Some very interesting places. It's amazing who you come across on the channels. Oh, I did the wrong command. Sorry, Carver. Made a mistake. But have another go. There you go. So anyone who doesn't follow Carver, another wonderfully calming channel. You've probably seen him floating around a lot of the same streams we all do. But there have been some beautiful streams recently. It's something you just put on and relax to. So if it's a bit similar, well, it's different from this, but this is rather than a gardening stream, this is sort of a relaxation stream. If you're just looking for something to relax to, and it's a country I've never been to as well, so it's always interesting to see. Hello, Eons. They're sitting indoors, 94 degrees. Well, I assume that's Fahrenheit. If it's Celsius, we're in trouble. And they're hugging their air conditioner. and they watered their garden first thing this morning. Yep, give the plants some water to keep them going through the day. Sean's down in Cornwall. I hope it's a lovely evening down there as well, Sean. Eric and I have got 92 Fahrenheit there. And Eon's refilled their hummingbird feeder. So it really is bizarre that people from around the world would have sat watching this. So yeah, so what we're looking at, this is one of the hanging baskets. This is one of the rattan baskets, if you remember, that we did on stream as well. I'll come and point a few things out here, because this is just by the back door. So you've got the lobelia, you've got some of the petunias, lots of different colours of the petunias. And then we've got some fuchsias just in bud there. In fact, there's one just coming out there. I don't know what variety of fuchsia that is. Might be, trying to think what that looks like. Looks a bit possibly, if I was guessing, I'm going to go Dollar Princess, that one, but I don't know. Let's have a look, see. There are so many fuchsias, and I've got so many varieties, I don't know what they all are. Dollar Princess. No, it's not Dollar Princess, because it's the wrong colour. So I don't know what fuchsia that is. It's a hanging basket fuchsia. There you are. Yeah, the petunias. So these are the baskets. These are the rattan baskets that we did on stream. When did we do those? That was beginning first week of May, was it? Something like that. I think it was about the first week of May. Yeah, there's the lobelia there, the light blue down the bottom. Yeah, first week of May they were planted up, those baskets. So they're basically 8 weeks from planting up. So they've come on really well. So we'll carry on moving you around. That's what I'll do this evening, so you don't get bored looking at the same thing. I'll just move you around, you can watch us and then sit. So I'll just put you into the BRB while I move you. Most of the other times I won't have to do that, but you're right up against the house, and if I move you, I'll dox myself. Yeah, Sean needs rain. Yeah, we need some rain as well. We haven't had rain. We haven't had rain for about, well, we've had showers, but they just go huge showers and then all the water runs away. So I'm just going to put you in the BRB for a sec. Right. Hopefully. Hopefully that's working. So look, yeah. Yeah. Hello, Ali. Right. Does chat know what those are? I think we've briefly shown it last weekend. Oh, Dismay. I think Leo's getting far too good at the old gardening, and Healy's been even more precise. Healy's got the variety right as well. Yeah, it's Crocosmia, and in fact it is Lucifer, that one, Healy. So you're spot on. So just copy the name across. So on to yeah. So that's the name of that's Crocosmia Lucifer. Very easy plant to grow. You grow it from corms, which are basically bulbs. I would say if you're going to grow it in your own garden, grow it in a pot, because it spreads like anything. And then once it's in the ground, it's almost impossible to get rid of. It is very beautiful. It's got these sort of upright flowers. I'll go out and point that out, what I'm trying to say. So it's got these upright flowers here, sort of look like a little trumpet. And then these ones here are the unopened flowers, and they open in turn, going alternately along the little flower heads. So that's quite a tall plant. That's sort of chest height. So that's about 4 foot tall. It's got some metal hoops to try to keep it upright, but it does fall over a bit. So yeah. I'll see we're in ads on Twitch. Yeah, I'll just wait for the ads in Twitch to roll over. Yeah. So there's a rather noisy helicopter going over, which is probably the air ambulance or the police. Thanks for putting up with the ads, anyone who had to, over on Twitch. It is appreciated for all the 2 cents of ad revenue that we get from it. Leo's made a good point that there's one of her Nana's misnamed the Crocosmia. I always say crocus because that's how you say it's Crocosmia. It is an old-fashioned flower, and that's why I've actually got it, because it's in the garden that I grew up in when I was very young, when I was a little bear cub. That's the one plant I remember from my childhood being in the garden, is Crocosmia. In the previous house I'd lived in, where I could do some gardening, I was in that house for 20 something years, and I never planted Crocosmia then. So when I moved here, there was a little bit in the garden here, and it just reminded me. So I've got it in several places. This patch is actually in a small little bed that's surrounded by concrete, so it can't go anywhere. But the others down the bottom I've got in tubs. So yeah, that's another word. Yeah, Tinker's saying it used to be called Montebreccia, and it probably still is. It's known as Crocosmia here, but Montebreccia, I've heard that name as well. Yeah, and loads put the information in there about Crocosmias. They like moisture in the summer, but like the full sun. They do like the full sun, and if they don't have the moisture, basically they don't flower. And they like the moisture throughout the year as well. Hello, okie dokie. Appreciate. You see, that's where it's come from then, Leo. Yeah. It's like all these plants, they have different names in different areas. And I would suspect if you even just went around the UK, it's got slightly different names in different places here. So, and lots of plants have their own local names. I think the only true way of naming plants is probably the Latin names. But even then, that can vary as well. Now we've got the ice cream van around the place. Alright, stop now. The ice cream van likes playing match of the day music. Anyone outside the UK probably hasn't got a clue what the heck I'm talking about. But there you go. So that's the Crocosmia. Let's move you on to something else while we've still got some decent daylight. I'm not going to put you in the BRB screen now. You'll just have to get seasick, because hopefully I'm not going to dox myself now. Oh. Gee, we'll do this one here before we get too far. So I'm just going to tip you down. Hopefully you don't fall off. Can I see that? So it's down there. And zoom in. And then we'll come back up a little bit. Oop, wrong way. So that's another one. Oop. That's that pink flower is an Astilbe, spelled Astilbe. It might have double L, not sure. That grows from a corm or a bulb. Thanks very much for clipping me pretending to be an ice cream van, Leo. Thank you very much for that. If I'd known you were going to do that, I would have made a better impression of it. That clip's over on Twitch. If I'm feeling really generous, YouTube, I might repost that over onto YouTube later. But you probably saw me being an ice cream van live. Loans put in the ice cream vans. I mean, everyone's got, I'd imagine lots of places got ice cream vans. Don't enjoy it too much, Leo. So this is Astilbe. Oh, Montwood. This purple flowers are Astilbe. This grows out of a bulb, or I think technically it's a corm. Not a corn, no, it's a corm with an M on the end. Summer flowering bulb. Oh, corm. It's quite pretty. It's slightly dwarfed there and below the Crocosmia. But anyone who watches Debbie CSM on Twitch, that's the plant with her plant label on it, that is. So it's quite a pretty little flower. Strange thing is, it flowered 2 years ago and was fantastic. Last year it didn't flower at all. I think that was because of the drought we had last summer. I mean, the way we're going, we're heading towards another drought any day, so that's Astilbe. So let's keep you moving anyway. This plan of me sitting down with my feet up isn't quite working, is it? So this is a slow motion tour compared to our usual slightly quicker tours on a Sunday. We will be live again on Sunday from 11 o'clock UK time, 11 AM UK time. So you can come and join us when we'll actually be doing some gardening. That's our traditional time. And just for YouTube, anyone who wants to watch on YouTube, tomorrow night at 5:30 UK time is our Saturday night premiere, which is actually the June review, showing all the flowers we've had on stream and on video in June. I'm not saying getting out of control, but I do take an awful lot of pictures. So thanks, cover. Just having a slurp of liquid there because my mods haven't told me to hydrate. Stacking. Let's move you on to something else to look at. Try to find you stuff that you won't have seen before. Right. Everyone hold on. We're on the move again. Oh yeah, we'll do this one. I know where we're going next. I don't really, but I'll pretend I do. Now covered in Crocosmia blooming pollen. Just gonna lower you down. Ooh. We should really put a seasick notice on the stream. Let's see if we can, what the heck am I looking at there? Oh no, looking at the wrong flower. Oh, there you go, that's what I want. Yep. This is the Scabiosa Beaujolais. In fact, that's Healy's plant. Oh, just sort out that cable, it's getting a bit tangled up. Oh, that's blooming ice cream van's back again. Still playing Match of the Day. Yeah, so that's the Scabiosa Beaujolais. I do apologise for the pronunciation of that. This flower's starting to go over now, so you can see the little white bits in it, which are the seed pods starting to develop. As I say, this is the one that you probably, I don't know if you saw the label. This is the one that Healy's got his name on. We've got plant labels, and from time to time we do a stream where you can get your name put on a plant label. So quite often if you go around and see pictures in the garden on the recorded videos or live streams, you'll see these slate labels around the place. In fact, actually we've got a few new people here, so I've actually got, you can't see this, but I've actually got a tray of plant labels here under my feet for that bed that one's in, and they've got to go out, so I might as well do that now. So if there's anyone in either YouTube or the Twitch chat that wants a slate plant label with their name on, you'll get a random plant. Let me know. I've got about, I think about 35 here with all the plants on them. Yeah, so if anyone wants a plant label similar to that, well, it's not as detailed as that jar. It's pure luck. It is. Unless I happen to see something that is blue. Basically, what you get for your money. Not there's any money exchanged. Let's do this one by random. What you get is a plant label. This one is Time Dune, and then on the reverse will be someone's name, and this one is Lone Ranger. So that's what you get. That's what you get for no money at all. So, well, we did have a raffle initially, but then we got accused of rigging the raffle. So. Talking of raffles, Leo, could you do a shout out for Dem? You might have to type her name in. I don't think she's in the chat at the moment. If you can't do it, I can always pull it up. Considering we're not overwhelmed in demand for plant labels, so I'll see if I can find you a blue. What you can hear me is going through the plant labels. That's a possibility. Probably be the very last one to come to. That'll do. I found you a blue. This is for Zara asked for preferably a blue, which we can do here purely by chance. Of course, it's purely a raffle, so no favouritism here. The one that I'm looking at the moment for Zara would be, I'm going to type it in the Twitch chat. It would help if I could spell it correctly, wouldn't it? So this one is going to be Campanula Bells Blue. I didn't say hello to you, did I, Orange? Hello, Orange. Good to see you. I assumed I said hello, but... of course, the next question, Jara, is where the heck is that plant in that bed? Oh. I'll have a look in a minute for that. I know what a campanula looks like. So, it should be fairly easy to spot. It's not that one. I'll be able to spot it from here. Yep, so that's Beaujolais, Scabiosa Beaujolais. It's now gone out of focus. So let's move you onto something and we can refocus you. Christian's asking what their plant was. Was it a foxglove? Hang on. I do have my database here, which is a piece of paper, which I'll have to update. No, you had, Christian, you had Snapdragon. You had a Snapdragon, which is... We got any out at the moment? Yeah, I think we have, which I might be able to show you. Yeah. So that's Debbie CSM. I think probably most people in Twitch will know who she is. That's another wonderful calm stream you could go and spend some time watching. I don't know if he's on for a few days at the moment. It's another good streamer. Just reading some of the YouTube chat. We've got a load of plant labels. I might do a proper raffle draw at some point in the future. Okie dokie, what fertiliser used? Some youth. driving past their windows wide open, blowing out their music. What fertiliser do I use? I don't use that much, to be honest. Occasionally use like a liquid tomato fertiliser, especially for the baskets and so on. The thing I use more than anything is slow release fertiliser. It gets washed in. I tend to use the granular stuff, which I put on earlier in the year, and then that you can sort of lightly fork that in, and then that sort of releases over the summer. You don't have to worry about feeding it all. The main bed down the left gets a lot of leaf drop on it from the hedging and so on, so it gets a lot of stuff from that. But I don't go mad on the fertiliser. I would say liquid tomato fertiliser, yep. Yeah, did yeah, there you see, Montoot was correct. They have the foxglove. People have got a good memory, haven't they? So let's move you along, find you something else to look at. Oh, that flipping ice cream van is around again. It's getting closer as well. Still playing Match of the Day. It's obviously only got Match of the Day music. Except that I think next year there isn't a Match of the Day anymore, is there? I think they've axed it. Partly they haven't got any money, the BBC, and also there are very few matches on a Saturday now. Let's move you up. That's the youth going back the other way, blasting out their music. Dear me, I must be getting old. So what we've got at the back there is the fuchsias. But I'll show you, I'll bring you back down here. Hopefully show you this. Wrong way. Yeah, might lower you down even further. Getting pretty close to ground level. Again, apologies if you get seasick. Yeah. Now, if the wind could just stop blowing that around, I might zoom out of that a bit, and then it might help. So this orange plant, let's find its label. This hasn't been allocated one yet. This is a, see if that will focus. That's a Geum. And this is Mrs. J. Bradshaw. So this is a perennial that stays in all year. Got these lovely little orange flowers, dark orange petals with little bright stamens inside. It's quite a pretty little flower, that. Let's just see which ones. Ah, right. That's a bit of luck. Just going to move you along the bed. So you're coming along the central bed that we did earlier this year. And for Zara, this is the campanula bluebells. Well, it's not campanula, oh, campanula, which comes from the bell, Latin for a bell, I think. It's got these bell-shaped flowers. There's lots of different varieties around here, but that's what that one is. Excuse the wrapping on the wrist. I forgot to take that off. That's what I use when I'm editing, because I've noticed over time my wrist catches on the edge of the desk when you go backwards and forwards of your mouse, so I put that on just to protect it. What else have we got out here? That's a wood pigeon. I'm going to put you right down on the ground level now. Well, about a foot off the ground. This is Lineria. Not sure what variety this is. Yeah, this is Lineria Moroccanana. Toad flax. It is. So it's got these little flowers. They're a bit snapdragonish actually. You probably can't see the snapdragons are behind in that direction. But they have got that sort of very open flower head. I'll just come back and, while you're looking at that for a moment, I'll come back and read the chat. Apologies if I missed anything. I do come back and read all the comments afterwards. No, Christian. That's not the XPN Christian, that's Christian Hansen. Hello. I see Bear of Texas, I think, is here as well. Certainly for anyone in North America, this is a much better time stream for you than some of our morning streams. Lineria, yeah. Well, that's interesting, Lone. Thanks for putting that. Lone's put that up about Lineria. Tulip spurred flowers resemble miniature snapdragons. Yeah, I didn't even know that when I said they looked a bit like snapdragons. If you can imagine what a dragon's mouth looks like, breathing fire out of it and so on, it looks like an open dragon's mouth. So that was it was a lucky guess, wasn't it? Oh, sorry, liquid tomato fertilizer. Yeah, sorry, I see what you're asking. Yeah, no, it's not. It's not made out of tomatoes, as far as I know. It is to feed tomatoes. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry about that, orange. What time does the sun set here? Off the top of my head, it's going to be 9:50 something here, I think, at the moment. But don't quote me on that. So if the sun sets about 9:50 something here, it'll still be light here till about 11:15, something like that at the moment. Oh, there's an update on the football. Egypt are beating Australia. Sorry if anyone's watching that. Yes, that's the area. Let's go and find these infamous Snapdragons, so we don't have any fighting in chat. Oh, actually, while we're here, anyone who saw the short this morning, which was the Sedum album, that's the Sedum album there. These lovely tiny little white flowers. And then directly behind it is there's a yellow album. A yellow Sedum behind it. I'll pan up. Same plant, different variety. Right, let's take you over to the Snapdragons. Sometimes we bypass some of these quite quickly. So I honestly don't know what variety these are of Snapdragons, but they're red. It's a red variety. Let's be really technical about that. So we'll zoom in. So they've got these open, like an open mouth, and bite you. Actually, while I'm here, there's some cosmos there that need the flower heads taken off. So, oh yeah, that's okay. Yeah, so those are the Snapdragons. That's okay, the other bear. Thanks for dropping in anyway. Hopefully I might see you on Sunday. Healy says we used to make Snapdragons talk by squeezing their sides. I've never tried that. Snapdragons is yellow. Well, there's probably are yellow. There'll be all sorts of colours of Snapdragons. In fact, I thought we probably have got some somewhere. I can't see them from where I'm sat, but yeah, Healy over on Twitch just say yeah, is making them squeezing their sides. So have I got to go and do that? Do you think? Let's just check if. Let's see if I can do. I'm not sure I can even say the word ventriloquism. I don't think that was the right pronunciation, but that. Let's go and see if we can make a Snapdragon talk. I've never tried it, so. I said try the sides. Try this one here, shall we? Oh. Hang on, you can't even see that, can you? Hello. Would it have to be the top and the bottom? Oh, yeah, I think it might be the top and the bottom. Let's have a look. No, I'm not convinced. I don't know. It does open up. Oh, it is the sides, isn't it? Sort of. Oh, yeah. Hello, I'm a talking Snapdragon. This is a wonderful garden to live in. And if Leo clips this, there may be some major issues. Now, yes, I'm a Snapdragon. I don't think I've ever. It's got a very, very silky leaf, petal. It's incredibly silky. Yeah. Thank you everyone for watching. Been a pleasure to show off. Okay, that's enough of that. Enough nonsense. Must have been enough opportunities for Leo to clip that. And we'll move you back down here for a few minutes of fuchsia activity. Just zoom you back out a little bit. Test. Yeah, it's still there. Another boy racer in the distance. See if I come back to a clip of me pretending to be a Snapdragon now. Oh, we're in an ad break. Leo's obviously had to nip out somewhere. You missed the opportunity to clip that. Never mind. What a shame. Just reading that. So Tinker wanted a 99 ice cream. Oh, if I didn't notice that earlier. Loans put in about the high potash, high potassium, which is potash feeds for tomato fertilisers. Keeping loan in work tonight. You put some more information about the Snapdragons. Thanks for dropping in, Tinker. Good to see you. Just go back up and see. Oh, that's a good question, isn't it? How many flowers are named just for colour alone? So I'm just going to wash my hand because I don't know the properties of a Snapdragon. Some plants you don't want to touch with your bare hands. If you've noticed me on most of the streams, I usually wear some gloves. It's a bit difficult to make a Snapdragon talk when you're where you're wearing some gloves. Dry my hands off. Yeah. So what you're looking at the moment, this is Fuchsia Lady Boothby. It's a hardy fuchsia. This is one of those fuchsias that literally you stick in the ground and it just grows for years and years. This one's about 8 foot tall, and probably about the same in width. And the bees love it. It's quiet now, but when the first thing in the morning, there are a few bees still coming and going. The first thing in the morning when the sun's on it, the bees are just all over the place. Thanks for dropping in, Montaut. Enjoy your weekend company. Yeah, these are wonderful things. In fact, the other flower you can see there, right down the bottom, the sort of purpley flower, the lighter purple flower down the bottom. I was going to tell you what that is, but it's completely gone out of my mind for a second. Oh, potentilla. That's what that one is. Actually, that's quite a good close-up because you can see some green fly wandering around. Oh no, it's a spider going out of shot. But yeah, this plant's been in the garden for 6 years now, I think, 6, 7 years. It's one of the first planted. And they are, as Healy said, they're very showy. They're very showy plants. They are. There's all sorts of different sizes and colours, and but I think they're great. Firstly, they're perennial, so you can trim them back every year. The beautiful colours. There's something slightly different. The bees love them. I think they're just really good plants, and you can grow them in pots and so on. But these are actually in the ground. They're pretty tough. Oh look, there's a bee there going into a flower. Looks like a honeybee of some sort to me. Yeah, he's got zone envy. Yeah. Well, I think these zones are all mixed. I mean, when I grew up, the winters were really, really pretty bad. But let's put it this way: this winter, I think we had 5 frosts this winter. We had about a centimetre of snow, and that was it. It was very wet, mild winter, and only once. In fact, since I've been here in 8 years, I think there's been about one day when there's been enough snow that really you wouldn't want to go out in 8 years. In fact, actually, the year I moved here was at the previous house. I'd been there 20 odd years, and that was the first year I lived on a main road there. And that was the first year I'd actually seen them ploughing the road in all that time. But when I was growing up, of course, we had huge amounts of snow each winter. So it shows how things have changed for whatever reason. And it is changing the way you have to garden here a bit. You have to change into a more drought resistant, I think. But the winters I think the winters are coming milder and wetter, but the summers are much drier overall. So you do have to take that into account. So most of those plants in that new central bed we've done this year, they're more drought resistant than other plants. I'm just going to move the camera back so you've got an overall view, because the light's starting to fade a bit, and then hopefully all the little lights around the garden should come on. In fact, what we'll do is come back on. So now that's the genie fuchsia. So that one's much smaller in comparison. But then we come down to these. Hopefully you can see that. That's another fuchsia. That's Lady Bacon, so that's even slimmer. So it's a full range of stuff. So I'm just going to drag you over here. Come out of the zoom. Lift you up a bit. I'll just see what the sky's looking like. So it's fairly clear tonight. It's a bit of a breeze. Oh, what I should do, if anyone new here, hello. Hopefully I haven't chopped my head off. You can never quite tell, but okay, let's try to get some of the garden in there. Yep. See if I can get past the camera now. On the wrong side of the camera. Oop, nearly. Yeah, he should have seen me. Never mind. I'll just read through some comments while we're waiting for all the lights to come on. Yeah, he's saying the baskets fuchsias tend to be more double bloomed because they're much more showy. Prefer the single bloom fuchsias. I probably do as well, to be honest. But I've got a mix. I've got no great feelings on it. So, do I do much deheading? Oh, it's not deheading. Deadheading of the flowers to encourage rebloom. Yes and no. It depends from plant to plant. Some of them I will let go to seed, But most, yes, if anything starts to get a bit sort of straggly and untidy, even if they've still got some flowers on, I'll probably tidy it up. So yeah, and all you need to do really is just go around the garden, and you just see stuff and you just take a bit off. I don't go out on a deadheading expedition, you just come across it and tidy things up. Good evening, Strawberry Fields, good to see you here. Welcome to the garden. We've just been wandering around the garden. We're just to give you an update on everything. We'll be back live, not finishing just yet, but we'll be live again on Sunday morning, from about 11 AM UK time. So you can drop in then. We're probably doing some gardening. I know one thing I want to do is try to do the strawberry runners and get them potted up. We've got a load of more strawberries to come off now actually, which I'll probably do tomorrow. And then I want to start to put the strawberry runners into pots, and I can show you how to get more strawberry plants from your strawberry plants. Plus I think it's going to be that plus some maintenance and just sorting stuff out. I haven't been working as such this week. I have done an awful lot of modding, but I haven't actually been working this week. I cleared the schedule this week because one or two things to do, including a tax return, which was highly entertaining, which still hasn't been done because I've still got to wait for one more bit of paper to come. So I've done lots of bits of gardening and general tidying up, which I could have done on stream, but let's be honest, picking up plastic pots isn't the most exciting of stuff to do. So we'll be back on Sunday for that. There's all the usual YouTube scheduling every night on YouTube. At the moment I'm putting sometimes out 2 shorts a day, mainly because I'm overwhelmed with video clips and so on, so I can afford to do that. So if you see an early morning short come out, that's the reason why. You may have seen a post as well that our sister channel, Bear and the Jardine, courtesy of Gabe the Walking Commuter, that posted its first video last night, and that's going to be more of an experimental channel really to see what works and doesn't work before I try it out on the main channel. So because YouTube does like consistency for its algorithms, so it's a good place to try something out, something new anyway. So I say YouTube's got all its usual daily releases, and then it's also got the premiere tomorrow, which is the Geum review. Tuesday video I finished this evening prior to doing this. I can't even remember what this is about now. I was only making it an hour and a half ago. It's a very memorable video anyway for Tuesday. It's so memorable I don't want to spoil the surprise. Oh yes, I know what it was. It's a dahlia video about dahlias. Then the Thursday, there's the Thursday Calm video, and then obviously we get into the Saturday's premieres as well. Any live streams next week, I don't know at this stage. They tend to pop up whenever I've got time and something's happening. But I'll say we'll be definitely here on Sundays. We always are. Keep an eye out for a cat. We've got one cat to return in for the evening. So if you see a cat on screen, let us know. We've got 2 in at the moment, so. Anyone's got any other questions? What I might do, while we wait for, what is it now? Oh, it's still quite early, isn't it? Evening 2 women, or 2 women, sorry. Keep thinking that, keep reading that wrong. 2 women. What I might do, rather than you listen to me waffle on for a bit, I might just put the mic outside for you, so you can hear the birds. And we'll run till about another 20 minutes or so. I'll turn the music off totally. I may have to put it back on if our dreaded ice cream van comes back. So I'll do the music now. Sorry. Oops. Sorry about that. Apologies, I managed to put you in BRB when I wasn't planning to put you into BRB. Professional streamer. Oh yeah, the BRB music reminds us of Sneaky Detective. Yeah, that's what it was sort of about. We do have a slightly varied choice in odd music. So, but I'll see what I will do though. I've turned the background music off for the time being. Let me know in chat what you prefer, whether for the sort of last 20 minutes or so, whether you just want the mic outside with some natural garden ASMR sound, or whether you want some different music on, which I can just put on and without talking. We'll see what the consensus is. I think it's probably quite nice and quiet out there now, so I could just put that and you can listen to the birds in the tree. But if anyone's got any strong feelings, let me know. And if there aren't any strong feelings, we've got one listening to the birds. It's what I'd like to do anyway. I'm just taking the microphone off for a sec, so you might hear sort of slightly crunchy sound. Sorry, that's me putting the magnet back on so I don't lose it. Yeah, birds. Okay, so I'll go and put you outside, and then I'll be on the. I can chat to you via the chat messages anyway, and then I'll come back on just as we're closing up the stream. So this should literally be. Yeah, there's no music on, so this should literally be the bird sound. enjoy the background of the garden, and I'll come back in voice mode in a little bit. You'll be able to hear all the boy racers as well. I'm back. I can't pick up the birds. So that was a hopeless disaster. That was like the bird watching stream. For an hour we saw 3 birds and I missed 2 on camera. So what I will do, I'll put some different music on for a few minutes anyway. I'll just sit here and take in the evening. I am still here if there are any questions, but I'll leave the music on for a few minutes. Hello, Dora. Hopefully you can hear me over the music. Welcome in. Anyone who's into their art, give Dollar a follow over on Twitch. Fantastic graffiti style artist. He's saying he's looking after some plants and a fantastic vegetable garden at the moment. He spent 3 hours watering today. Yep. Sorry about that. Yeah, and Dollar, we've been wandering around the garden, just having a quiet evening. taking the advantage of the fact you weren't on, and we're just sort of getting into dusk now, just waiting for the garden lights to come on, and then think about what we're going to where we're going to take everyone next. So we're starting to wind down. Thanks, I'll say a few thanks to people. Thanks everyone who's been here. Thanks to see who I can see in the chats. Thanks to the two Christians, Christian XBN and Christian Hansen. Addy, thanks for the membership, Addy. Erica Ario here, Montoud. Colleen, Two Woman. Strawberry Fields, Aeons was here. Ali Alias, Bexar, or Bear in Texas, Sean, Okie Dokie. They're the people I can see in the straight away on the chat. Thanks to Shara. Thanks Dollar for dropping in. I've got an art stream to send you over to, I think tonight. Rather than IRL. Thanks Healy, thanks for passing on the gift membership to Leo. Sorry, the gift sub to Leo. Michael as well was here. Oh, Mamaloons! I didn't see Mamaloons come in. I must have been outside. I missed Mamaloons. Another very interesting streamer, new streamer as well. So if you're still here, Mamaloons, hello. I was trying not to ignore you. Carver was here. Just going back through the chat. Orange was here as well. Tinker as well. Thanks to Leo and Lone for modding. Lone's been modding on YouTube as well, but Leo's been over on Twitch, helping out there. Very much appreciated for doing the modding. We always do a Dutch word of the day, which I see Lone's posted on both channels. And the Dutch word of the day is the Dutch word for Snapdragon. The reason we do a Dutch word is because we've got usually got a number of Dutch speakers in the chat. Oh, hang on, we're in an ad break. We'll be back in a second. Well, back in 2 minutes. While Twitch are in the ad break, or anyone who's got a turbo or a membership, sorry, sub over on Twitch, you can still hear me. and everyone over on YouTube can still hear me. Thanks. In fact, while this ad break's coming up, I'll start to prepare the in the background for what I need to do. It's been a slightly bizarre stream. It wasn't quite what I was planning, but I was just planning putting the camera out and sitting back and relaxing, but there were more people coming than I thought. So we've had a good look around at some different plants and talked about them. So let me just go back to the channel so I can see when the ad break finishes. Hopefully we're coming out of the ad break on Twitch. It's disappeared from what I can see anyway. If we're not out of it, we'll be very close to being out of it. So we've got the Dutch word to do. The Dutch word for Snapdragon is Leeuwenbek. Leeuwenbek? Something like that. If we have any Dutch speakers in the chat, let me know whether that's right or wrong. But Leeuwenbek. Doesn't seem too bad to me. Yeah, the ads on YouTube, I don't know, they shouldn't. I've set it so there shouldn't be ads during a live stream. I know some channels are now showing ads and they can't do anything about it in their live streams. So the way I've got it set up, if you watch the replay on YouTube, there will be ads in that. And I've tried to reduce that as much as possible. But I think on the live streams, you may get ads on coming in and at the end, but you shouldn't, as far as I remember, as I've set it up, you shouldn't see ads in the middle on YouTube. That's the plan, but you never quite can tell. Thanks to anyone who had to put up with the ads on Twitch. As I say, we'll be back on Sunday about 11 o'clock in the morning UK time. Obviously we've picked up a lot of our North American friends tonight because it's obviously a better time, so I will try to do the occasional stream in the evenings, especially as we've got daylight. I'm going to send you, for Twitch viewers, I'm going to road us across to someone completely different in the art and crafts sector on Twitch. Say hello. It's another stream you can just settle back and put on in the background. Something completely different probably from most you've been watching. And that's about it really, so I'll just I'll start that there, and thanks for dropping in for the evening, and I hope you see most of you back on Sunday. Have a good weekend. And for Twitch